Hi guys, it's your girl Ify and welcome back to my channel. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and thanks to all those that have subscribed to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can use a low comprehensive ranking score and no travel history. Yes, you don't need to have traveled to other countries for you to qualify to come to Canada as a permanent resident. So we all know that recently the draws that IRCC have been conducting, the comprehensive ranking score is very, very high when it comes to general draw. Yes, I say general draw because there are different kinds of draws. With the general draw, like we all know, has been very high. It's been 500 plus lately. But there are some people that are qualified for specific draws, and people, some of you guys don't know about it. And that's what this video is all about. So there are so many people that are qualified for the specific draws and they don't know, especially if you're from Nigeria. Apart from the general draw that involves a very high score, because the last general draw that IRCC conducted was 534, and it's very, very difficult for you to arrive at that score. It means you have to do masters, go and learn French, do so many things in order to boost your score to get to that draw. But I want you guys to target the specific draw. If you check the screen recording that I just did, you notice that the specific draws are very low. Take for example French. The last draw was it not 336. That was the last cutoff point for those people that have French. Meaning, if you have French, you write the French exam, you don't even need much comprehensive ranking score for you to get invited. And then we have the health occupation. The health occupation is not just the nursing. We have so many health occupation. All you need to do is program your experience under the health sector to suit the knock that they've been inviting. So this is a screen record of all the knocks under the health occupation. So you might be qualified. Some people don't even know that health occupation is not just about nursing. We have the physiotherapies, the occupational therapies, the PSW, and so many health occupation that falls under different categories of knocks. So all you need to do, you don't need to check just the job title. Check the responsibilities as well as the duties, the responsibilities and the duties under that knock, and see if what you've done so far, your work experience, goes or falls under those responsibilities. It mustn't be 100%. Like what I did, my job title wasn't corresponding exactly the job title in IRCC website. However, the responsibilities and the duties describes exactly what I did. So I didn't use my job title back in Nigeria. I have to use another job title to match with the knock that I chose in IRCC website. So you don't need to be checking the job title. Always check the job and responsibilities. So many of us have done one or two things under that responsibilities and you are qualified for it. Even when your job title is not matching with what you have in IRCC, provided that the responsibilities as well as the job duties aligned is exactly what you've done, you can choose that knock. So check for the health occupation, check for STEM. These are the knock code for STEMs. Just check in IRCC website if any of the responsibilities mentioned aligned with what you have done. So always target the specific draws because specific draws seems to have lower comprehensive ranking score compared to the all general draw. Take for example, even the one for agriculture, the last draw was 437. And if you check healthcare occupation, it was 422. That was the last draw. And the French category, the last draw was 336. Okay. And if you are under transportation as well, it's 435. Trade occupation, 425. So if you check all these categories of draw, just choose the knocks that you feel that you've done the responsibilities that is aligned under that knock. If you've done like 70 to 80% responsibilities or duties that falls under that knock, it means you are qualified for it. It mustn't be a job that is like a corporate kind of job. It mustn't be that kind of job. Then when we talk about agriculture, agriculture also falls under the specific draw. The last draw for agriculture, I was even shocked, 437. So many of us back home, we do butchering, and that's one of the knocks that is that is in demand. So you need to always check the responsibilities. Don't check the job title. Check the responsibilities as well as the duties to know if you've done any of it at all. Then you are qualified to use that knock. You mustn't use the job title. Your job title mustn't correspond with the job title that is in IRCC website. It mustn't correspond. Then we equally have the transportation sector. These are the knocks that are qualified. So all I want you guys to do is go to IRCC, check each of these knocks, check the responsibility and see the ones you have done and target it. Then we equally have the trade occupation. That is another specific type of draw that IRCC does. So you mustn't target the general type of draw. If the general draw is not suitable for you or the score is too high, please go for the specific type of draw. And you mustn't have a travel history. No, Canada does not care if you've traveled in different countries or not. They don't check about that, like not for your application to be approved. So all they need you to do is let your score correspond or hit with the score they are inviting, and you are good to go. So you don't need to target the general draw. Just target the specific draw, align your work experience. If your work experience align exactly with what they want, then you can use that knock. Stop checking job title. So guys, that is it. You mustn't get that very high score to get invited. So many of us in Nigeria do different kinds of work. So we might be qualified for those specific draws and you don't know it, especially the agricultural sector. So you can actually align your work experience to fit in that work, the knock code, and you can apply to become a permanent resident. Those scores are not too high. So if the general draw is not favoring you, please strategize yourself into the specific draw so that you can get invited to apply for a permanent resident. Okay, so if this video is helpful to you, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.